can lie for it, you can die for it, you can rise to the top, kiss the sky for it. We gon' ride for it, kick around for it. Nigga, put your Oaks on, we gon' shine for it. You can lie for it, you can die for it. You can rise to the top, kiss the sky for it. We gon' ride for it, kick around for it.
Yo, so D the GM. Alright, we want to talk about the game yesterday. Houston Texans came to Miami. The battle of two bad teams. Wow, who had no clue what they were doing offensively. No clue. Tua was injured. Somebody's finger. I don't know. Sound like BS to me. I don't know. But, let me get at one thing I don't like on the first series. Right? We get to third down, and guess what happened? Y'all already know. They take their best player on offense off the field. Took out Mike Gesicki on third down. You know we didn't convert that. I don't understand what's going on with this playbook. All these play callers. I don't get it. Okay, so came back on defense, and Howard came inside to force the running back Lindsey outside. Pretty good. You would think Van Ginkel had the edge, but he didn't have the edge. Lindsey was able to get right around him. But the pressure Miami put on Tyrod Taylor yesterday was amazing. We looked like last year's Dolphins. Of course, this was not a good offense we played against, so it's hard to gauge how good the defense has gotten. But this was a pretty good defensive day, I would say. Brandon Jones got pressure and forced a bad throw from Tyrod Taylor in the end zone. Javon Holland came running through and caught it. Oh my goodness. It was beautiful, I tell you. So on the next series, offensive series, Gaskin, what I liked about this Wildcat play is he waited for the blocks to develop instead of just running into, the line blind is what I call it. But he waited for a minute, the blocks developed, he saw the opening, and he ran in to score. This is what I like. Now, I saw a deep attempt. Brissett threw a pick on it. Okay? He was on the run, I think heading right, and he threw it. And it was picked off, but I still like the throw because it was a deep attempt. And that's something we've rarely seen this year. You see? So, on the next defensive series, Needham came on the blitz and leveled Tyrod Taylor. This defense is the only way we get consistent pressure with this defense is through blitzing. They don't leave Jalen Phillips in long enough for him to develop, and he gets pressure. I watch him. He gets pressure. But blitzing is the only way we can get pressure. That goes to show you the coaching of the front four, and they are talented guys on the front four. There's no way we shouldn't be getting pressure with our just four. Organic pressure. We should be able to do it. But this goes back to the coaching. I don't know what they're teaching their guys, or these guys can't win one-on-one quickly. Byron Jones. Oh, boy. This guy lets me down every week since he was a Dolphin. Byron Jones gave up a big third down. This was third and long. Big third down on an inside release. Yeah, I don't understand this guy. And then again, the same route. He gets beat again after a holding penalty. But the receiver dropped the pass. You see, that really gave him a break. Liam Eichenberg, I watched this guy, and I don't understand it. It seems like he isn't trying hard enough. Like he's just going through the motions. I don't get it. Because he got beat all day. all day he got beat. He is no help in the run game and the passing game. He just lets guys through. I don't understand it. The center got hurt, Manx, and then Ryder came back in. But to me, it seems like Ryder's a better center because he opens not bigger holes, but he holds up better in the run game to me. And guys don't just burst through the line when he's there. Manx or whatever his name is, he just, I don't know. He doesn't look as firm in the middle of that offensive line. A bad offensive line. Jesse Davis, he sucks. Eichenberg, he sucks. Austin Jackson, he sucks. The center is, they suckish. Our right guard, he probably is the best of a bad situation. I don't know. But anyway, Gaskin, he takes a little long to hit these holes sometimes. Sometimes initially the holes are there, but for some reason the play takes a while to develop in the backfield and he hits it as it closes. This is one of the first teams I see this happen. Usually NFL running backs hit these holes quick, but he takes a while to get to the hole. I don't know what's the hole up in the back there. And he had a fumble as well. Got the ball punched out in traffic. You see a lot of that in today's NFL nowadays. And what irritates me on defense as well is there's too much dropping in coverage from our defensive ends and edge rushes. Like when we blitzing, you want to bring the safeties up. You want to confuse the O-line not knowing who's coming. But if you drop in defensive ends, especially against good offenses, you drop in Van Ginkel, you drop in Jalen Phillips in coverage. These good quarterbacks will find a hot. They will throw it to the hot right away, and it could end up being a big play. These guys, they're not trained to cover. Kirk Merritt, we had a Kirk Merritt sighting, and he couldn't track a deep throw by Brissett. Some people want to say it was a bad throw. I don't feel it was necessarily a bad throw. He threw it to a safe spot on the field, and Merritt could not track the ball. That's what I saw. Now back to Van Ginkel, he finally got a sack. I saw him get a sack. Finally. I was like, wow. Took 8 games? But he has done almost nothing this year. I don't understand it. He was a problem last year coming off the bench. Now with more action, he just, I don't know, can't get it done. He got the sack. But here we go. There was a 3rd down drive. Needham, missed tackle. Got through. Holland, he had a fumble on a punt return. He tried to do a little too much. Sometimes you really want to make a play in football, and you just, instead of just saying, hey, I think this is all I can get, let me go down, you try to break a tackle, and these guys nowadays, they punching the ball out. So he fumbled the ball away on that. Now I saw a sack where both Austin Jackson and Jesse Davis got beat. I mean, these guys suck. But the referee still missed a face mask calling it. And we see a lot of missed calls in the NFL nowadays. A lot of missed calls. Gesicki, this guy, to me, is the MVP of the team. You understand? Very emotionally charged. He's a leader. I don't understand. I don't see a scenario where the Dolphins do not bring this guy back. With this regime, you never know. Hopefully, we don't have this regime. Because Chris Greer, number one, he sucks at what he's doing. Okay, Brian Flores, it took him half a season to figure certain things out. Our owner has been known to give guys a year too long to fire guys. Hopefully that's not the case. This year, Gesicki had 2 big one-handed catches and almost had a third. This guy is the truth. A play where Tyrod, and I didn't see it until the replay, because it just happened so funny. He tried to throw the ball away, but Jerome Baker, like a veteran wide receiver, toe drag swag on the sidelines and picked that off. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. Okay, Jesse Davis on a 2nd and goal before the half. Oh man, this hurt me. He kicked inside, and I see him do this a lot. He kicked inside to help out Hunt. I don't know why he does that. And leaves his guy outside. I understand you don't want pressure up the middle, but trust Hunt to do his job. You do yours. I don't know what their line coach is teaching them, but obviously it ain't sense. It isn't common sense. Why let your guy come as a free rusher? I see he does this a lot. I can pick out at least twice a game that he does this. And when the rusher came, he flushed out Brissett. But luckily on 3rd down, Brissett was able to find Mark Hollins in the end zone for a touchdown. So after the half, Holland came again. Holland, great young player. Great young player. Great young safety. We got a good future safety tandem. These guys keep developing. They're going to be awesome in the NFL for years to come. And he got pressure again, and Coleman ended up being the recipient of an interception. Coleman isn't that good. That was so lucky. Coleman, and I think Coleman started this game over Needham. I don't understand what Flores is doing. I sure Buffalo really abused Needham, but that doesn't mean Coleman is better than him. Okay. Brissett, right back, gave a interception right back on one of those dumb play designs where Waddle runs 2 yards from the line of scrimmage. I don't the guy with the most speed on the team, they have him running a 2-yard route. And Brissett tries to throw it to him on a short play. He had to throw it down and, got picked off. This is an amazingly weird playbook we have. Amazing. So I know Miami wants to be exotic with their blitz schemes, and I talked about it again, dropping these pass rushes in coverage is rough. We really have to stop doing that. Because better offenses, like we got the Ravens coming up Thursday, they're gonna see that on tape, and they're gonna abuse that with their running backs and their tight ends. And Ravens have a good tight end in Mark Andrews. So I don't know. We're not going to stop it, I know. We're having a little success with it now. But good offenses are going to figure that out. Eichenberg, to me, he is the biggest loser of this game because he is as soft as cottonelle tissue. This guy just allowed a sack fumble, and you watch him play, it's heartbreaking. 8 games in, and look like he hit the rookie wall. He's been hitting that wall for a couple of games now. I don't understand him. I don't want Miami fans. I don't think no Miami fan should be excited about what they saw yesterday. We used a lot of elements what made the Dolphin defense good last year. And that was a bad football team we played against and a rusty quarterback. Who knows if they had played the young guy, how it would have turned out. But they wanted to get Tyrod back in there, and that's fine. Tyrod, I know he needed an ice bath after that. He got beat like a drum. He had to have been sore. He got hit a lot yesterday. So let's not get excited. Let's call that game practice for Thursday night prime time against a team that owns us we should be calling them the Baltimore Daddies. Thursday night against the Ravens. I hope at least, we make it interesting and not get blown out the way we usually do when we play the Ravens. But that's for another video for me to talk about. OD the GM, we can link.